Hello everyone, this is Love and Hip Hop Hollywood episode 1. Yes, it's early. It's not even the 15th yet. Today is the 11th. And I'm going to hook y'all up with the link to the full episode. So don't trip, don't worry. Go ahead and hit your girl up with the like button because I'm helping you out, alright? I'm looking out for y'all, so you look out for me. So you can go ahead if you don't want to be spoiled. You don't want to have it spoiled for you. Press play. I'm sorry. press pause on this video and go ahead and click the link and go watch the video, and then you can come back and press play on here and watch it. And see if you agree with me or not. Let me know how you feel about this episode. So go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, and we can go ahead and get into this. Alright? Alright. So first off is Tierra Marie. Tierra Marie is hanging out with her good friend Hazel. I believe that's that chick's name. She's light-skinned with blonde hair. And she's a publicist, or she was a publicist for lots of celebrities. And she wanted to do her own thing or whatever with, her music career. So her and Tierra has been roommates for the past 2 years, I believe. But Tierra has been house sitting for a friend. So her and Tierra started talking about Ray J. And, Tierra says her and Ray J has been on and off for 9 years. She hasn't seen him in 8 months. Since she saw a picture of some chick's phone, a picture of some chick in his phone. And she went ahead and clocked him in the face, okay? Because he was cheating. And since then, she hasn't seen him. Her stuff is still at his house. She still loves him. That is the guy that she'll always love. She'll always go back to or whatever like that. She still has feelings for him. And her friend tells her, well, that's crazy, And she's like, I should have listened to you before. I should have listened, but, he's going to always be the one for me. And then she talks about how she got his name on the side of her. So, next is Ray J and his assistant. His assistant has been with him for 10 years, since Tierra has been around. And his assistant has a child or whatever like that. And I'm just saying that because you'll see in a minute. So his assistant is with Ray J, and they're trying to set up this event that Ray J has. It's a launch party for RayJ.com. And she's looking at the list, and she's like, why you got all these bitches on here that you fucked? And he's like, what are you talking about? And then she was like Tierra. And he was like, look, me and Tierra, I got a lot of love for her. I knew her, her mother. I knew her grandmother before she passed. We were very close. I got a lot of love for her. So she is invited to come. Plus, she wants her stuff back. And she's like, Tierra is crazy. She said that her and Tierra used to get along. They used to be very close. Her son even called Tierra auntie. But one time when Tierra started losing and started getting violent, I guess with Ray J, she started trying to get, to assault his assistant. I don't remember the girl's name. And, she said from that she had been done with her. So next it's Tierra and Ray J. Tierra is in the, in the truck or whatever. She's texting Ray J, saying that, we need to talk. I'm about to be outside, I guess, of his building he works in. And Ray J's like, don't worry, I'm coming out. So they come out, and she's standing in front of some car. I guess it's his car. I don't know. And she says, how have you been? Are you happy? He's like, yeah, I'm very happy. And she's like, how can you tell me that you're happy? I don't want to hear nothing about you're happy. And then, she's like, you with the the bitch you left me for? And he's like, I didn't leave you for her. I didn't get with her until when I get with her. Basically, he didn't move on with her until after they broke up. But basically, he still cheated on her with. She gets all emotional. She started getting a truck. Like, I can't believe you would tell me that. And I don't understand. He's like, Tiara, come on, chill out. And he tries to give her a hug, and she doesn't want to, a hug from him. And he's like, for real? I thought we were friends. And she was like, how are we friends? You hurt your friend, okay? You have hurt me, all right? We haven't talked or seen each other in 8 months since you left. I'm hurt. And you with this new chick, and you talking about how happy you were, how happy you are, and stuff like that. She was like, and plus, you have my stuff. This makes it even harder because you have my stuff. And he's like, look, Tiara, I don't even know where your stuff is at. Like, I don't know if it's at my mom's house. We have moved, and I don't know if my girl has thrown your stuff out. And she's like, yo, girl, I don't want to hear nothing about you and your new house and your new girl, okay? And if I see that bitch, I'm going to punch her in her face. How you going to leave me for some stripper anyway? So I'm like, oh, Tiara, come on, you got to calm down. He's like, well, see, that's why we broke up right there. That is why we broke up right there. I was trying to invite you to my lunch party to RayJ.com and all that. I was trying to be friends with you, but you doing the same shit that you did before. And, he ends up closing the door. She pulls off or whatever. Not pull off, but basically the driver pulls off. So then Tiara comes to his lunch party because she knows that his girl is going to be there, and his girl said RayJ said his girl threw her shit out anyways. So she shows up. RayJ's there with his girl, and Tiara, comes to RayJ. Well, RayJ ends up coming to Tiara. He's trying to mingle and network with everybody, and she's like, well, look, I need to talk to you for a minute. And she's like, I know you said your girl and she's real calm. I know you said that your girl threw out my stuff, so I want to say that a check needs to be written. And RayJ's like, I'm not writing you no check. Like, all the shit that's in your bag anyways, I paid for it. Like, I'm not about to write you nothing. Just go ahead and go shopping. RayJ girl comes up. Because RayJ had just told her not long before he went to meet up with Tiara that he invited Tiara there. And as soon as, he said that, RayJ walks away. She starts showing RayJ's assistant her phone and how Tiara had all these things in her purse, like a damn airplane ticket, some Vagisil cream, minus that, all a bunch of, a whole bunch of shit. It's like, bitch, why are you doing that? What is your point? And she's trying to clown Tiara's coochie or whatever. It's like, okay, ho. Alright, first of all, you was the bitch he cheated with, okay? So you should be clowning your own damn self because you look a fucking fool. So then when Tiara and RayJ is over here talking, his girl, Princess, comes over like, is this what was in your bag? Is this what was in your bag? Is this what was in your bag? And she's like, no. And then she's like, yeah, it is. So what? And she was like, you had coochie cream in your bag and shit like that. She's like, I don't give a fuck. She take a damn cup and like, boom. And the damn security guard was all over her ass. And I don't blame Tiara for that. First of all, ho, you lucky I didn't clock your ass when you first came in my face, because you the bitch he cheated with, and you knew that he was with me. So you's a low down hoe anyways. Secondly, why the fuck is you instigating this shit? I left your ass alone. I said this had nothing to do with you. You all in my bag. Okay, you threw my shit away, and then you gonna take pictures so you can taunt me. Anybody can get yeast infections, so we are women. We are women, okay? Anybody can get it. You can get it from being on antibiotics. You can get it from tight clothes. You can get it from warm weather. Who gives a fuck? Anybody, any woman can get yeast infection. So, I don't know what the fuck you thought was so funny. And next, why the hell? Why are you? First of all, if you a damn stripper, okay, like she said you is, I don't know if you's a stripper for real, but if you's a damn stripper and you's on this dirty ass pole with your coochie, you better hope you don't get no damn yeast infection or bacteria infection or anything else. Cause if your ass get bacteria infection, you gonna be on antibiotics, then you gonna have yeast infections and you gonna have problems with that too. Stop this shit, okay, ho? That's just not funny. Alright, so next we're going to get off Ray J and Tierra. We are done with them. That is it for that episode. So, it's now Omarion. And Omari and his girl, they are at the clinic or whatever. Clinic. Prenatal care. Because she's 7.5 months pregnant. So, they checking out the baby. And then afterwards, Omari starts asking, I need you and my mom to start talking, because I don't understand why y'all not getting along. She's like, I don't understand why we not getting along either, because I was there for her. We had a good relationship at first. Then once I got pregnant, things changed. I've been there for her. He's like, yeah, I need you and my mom to get along because you're pregnant and she's sick and I'm about to go off and, go on tour, I guess, and I don't need y'all not getting along. I need y'all to be together so y'all can help each other. She's like, yeah, I want your mom to be there to, help me too, but I don't see what her problem is. She's your mom, but I'm your girl. She needs to respect my position anyways. And he's like, okay, why you gotta do all that with the, the neck snapping and shit like that? She's like, well, look, just let me have my little attitude or whatever like that, but I'm gonna try to work with your mom. So, then, his girlfriend is named April. So then his mom, Leslie, comes over and, April's like, how you doing or whatever, and the mom's like, this is my first time seeing the house. She's like, how do you like it? She's like, I love it. And, basically they started talking about where things started going wrong. She said, well, Leslie said, when I got sick, she was a hairdresser. When she got sick and started having seizures and all kind of stuff, Omari told her that he would pay for all her bills, her medical bills and stuff like that, and insurance, all stuff like that, and take care of her. So she wouldn't have to worry about working. Then they end up moving to Hollywood, and that's when her problem started. Because they weren't taking care of her anymore. They wasn't paying for anything. If she called and asked for anything, they always had an attitude like, dealing with her again. And she's like, I don't know if you the influence with his attitude, but she's like, I'm not the influence. She's like, okay, well, I didn't say you were. I don't know what's going on. And I'm going to always be his mother. When he going to get over his little attitude or whatever, but I'm going to always be his mother. You are the newcomer, so you have to get along with me. I don't have to get along with you. And it's like, well, if you're going to have this attitude, how is she going to be able to get along with you? Okay? April tells her, look, I've tried to help you too. I don't understand. And she's like, I can't, I don't understand why my son is not doing anything. So it's like, well, I don't know. It seemed like Leslie should be mad at Omari. One, he doesn't have to take care of her. I think that would be best if he does take care of her. But they need to work things out because it's not only about Omari. And that's what he keeps saying. It's about me, my two favorite ladies or whatever. And they're not getting along, but not only that, there's a son coming along. He's having a son. He needs his mama and his grandmother to get along. So they need to get that shit together. Okay? Come to some kind of conclusion. Some shit like that. I would say move her in the house, but, not when you got an attitude, okay? Not when you got an attitude. Nobody wants to deal with that. And am I the only one? I see some resemblance between April and Omari. Like, they kind of look alike. I don't know. So something about her looks like him to me. Anyways, we're gonna go on. So next, Omari is at the barbershop with Lil Fizz. Y'all remember Lil Fizz from B2K? Okay, Omarion's little backup partner with the curly ponytail. He's there, and they're talking about their problems. Omarion's talking about how his mama and his girl not get along. He needs them to get along. Lil Fizz started talking about his problems with his baby mama, Moniece, and how crazy she is. And Omarion's like, well, she doesn't sing crazy. Every time I meet her, she just sings so sweet. And Fizz is like, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. You know, she tried to get you with that. And he says he's had full custody of his kid. It was, I think, the first, for a year and a half, he had temporary full custody. And then after that, you know, it became joint custody, but she's not doing anything because she's not stable. She moving from place to place. She doesn't have anything stable. And she's not, you know, other than that, she's not really there to watch the kids. She's not there being in the kid's life, period. And he was like, she keeps blowing my phone up and calling me and stuff. Like, you know, I'm not about to send my kid off with you. We're going to, if anything, I'm going to drop him off at your parents' house where you can meet him there. I'm like, wow, well, it's difficult. Usually you see the woman in this position, in Lil Fizz's position, and, you know, the man in his girlfriend or ex position. And he started talking about how she was so crazy before that she didn't leave him alone, and he had to get a restraining order on her, and now the restraining order is over. A whole bunch of kind of drama and bullshit. So then they go on to the chick Moniece, and she's dressed up with, it looked like, to me, weave. Matter of fact, no, let's go back. She and somebody else, I forget who it was. I think it was Ray J's assistant. They were at Kim Kimball's studio. Now, if anybody watched LA Hair, y'all know Kim Kimball's studio costs a hell of money to get your hair done. They prices start at $400, okay? And who's the guy doing her damn hair? I ain't never seen him before. Anyways, bitch, if you broke, why is you spending all your money on this weave and getting your hair done at Kim Kimball's studio? You didn't go to the little damn hair salon in Crenshaw or something and get your hair done, sweetheart. Because you just wasting money. How are you ever going to get your son back if you just wasting tons of money on bullshit? So then she's all dressed up in a suit, hair all done, weave all done, probably $1,000 worth of weave in her hair. She is having a business meeting. She's trying to start her own sex toy line so that she can start making money, so that she can start taking care of her son and become stable. And something about some damn, like, dildo, she wants to get to 107 degrees or some shit like that. But anyways, later on, she goes and pops up on Lil Fizz because she doesn't know where Lil Fizz lives at. Okay? She knows he's in the studio. She ain't got a restraining order on her anymore, so she can pop up on him. And she starts telling him, I want our relationship to be better. I keep calling you to try to meet up with Cameron, but you keep, you know, not answering my phone calls. And he's like, well, look, if you text me at 9 or something, I don't see it till 2 or midnight or something, my son is asleep, I'm not about to call you. You know, I'm not about to text you back. And it's like, okay, well, Fizz, you can't complain about her not spending time with your son if you're not giving her the opportunity to. He's talking about how she only sees him once every 2 weeks and all kind of shit. It's like, okay, well, You need to start working with her better so y'all can get that worked out so he can have more time with his mom. But I do commend you for taking care of your son. I commend you. Hats off to you, alright? She starts talking about, look, we don't get along, but we have to get over that. We have to work through it. Like it or not, me and you gonna have to deal with each other for the rest of our lives. Until one of us, and that is true, not just 18 years, for the rest of your life. Until one of you is 6 feet under. She says, me and you not getting along is a product of two parents that didn't get along before, and I don't want that for my son. I want to work things out so we can have a good relationship and we can still co-parent with our son. And then she gets up and she said what she said, so she starts to leave. And he's like, well, there you go. You're not going to let me talk. And she's like, because I know you're not going to say nothing good right now. And I kind of felt like he wasn't. I kind of felt like he just wanted something to say, you know, something to complain about. I hope they can get their shit together, okay, because they do have a child, a beautiful little boy, and they need to get over it. She needs to be more involved in his life, and Lil Fizz needs to make that so she can have the opportunity to be more involved in his life. For one, if she's calling you about her son, you should know, you should answer her or something like that. She could be worried, anything like that. She keeps calling you, not answering. Get out your own feelings and realize that you and her have a child together, and she needs to know about the safety of her son just like you need to know. Alright, so next is Soulja Boy. Now, Soulja Boy is dating this young lady named Nia Riley. Nia Riley is Teddy Riley's daughter. Nia Riley and him have been on and off for some years. I don't know. Everybody is on and off with their woman and husband. Woman and man, whatever. So, they go clubbing or whatever like that. And soon later I don't even remember the club part like that. All I remember is it like a bunch of fake dancers behind him. Next, they're at the house, and he's talking, so you really want to move in? She's like, yeah, I want to do this. And she basically says that she moved to LA a couple years ago or something like that. She was living with her mom, but now she feels like she needs to get her own place, and that they should get their own place together. And she asks him if he's ready for that. He's like, yeah. So then this lady brings in a child, and we're thinking like, wait, when did Soulja Boy get a child? And then she's like, yes, I have a daughter. I have a 1-year-old daughter. When me and Soulja Boy were not together, I got into another relationship, and I had a child. And Soulja Boy, he's like, I wanted you to, have a baby by me. If I thought you were going to have a child, it would be by me. But it is what it is, and we got to deal with it. And if I had went off and had a child, I would still want her to accept my child because, I would want to be with her like that. So I commend him for that because he know he fucked up in the past. And she had a child by somebody else. She got in a relationship, had a child by somebody else. That's all him. So she asked him, are you ready for, this little girl to be living with us? And he's like, yeah, I'm ready. She ain't gonna be crying in the middle of the night. She's like, no, my baby's not a crybaby. And he's like, okay, well, I'm ready. She was like, okay, well, everything's gonna be childproof. And I can just tell Soulja Boy was 23, he's 24 now, whatever. I'm 23. But I know Soulja Boy is not ready. He just is not ready. He's too young for it. And I don't mean just by age, just young-minded. He's not ready for the family life. He's not. He's ready, and he says he likes her because he's Mr. Turn Up, party boy, and he like her basically because she's the opposite. She's not. But, baby, You are not ready, okay? You still needs to be with a party girl. Alright? So that's it for this Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Link to the full episodes down below in the description box. Hit me up with a like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jazz Shaman. Check out my cooking channel, Cooking with Jazz Shaman, and y'all be easy, alright? Peace.